Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. I have another Miami local with me here. His name is Ivan Hunt, and he is a transformational coach. So welcome to the show, man.
How you doing, Tyler? And thank you for having me.
Doing great. Thanks for joining us. We'll dive into the first one. The first question I have for you, Ivan, is what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
The best story. Wow. I think the best story in my life was going through a 4-year custody battle, 5-6 years after my divorce, and then enduring a 4-year custody battle and actually winning majority custody of my boys. And I think the underlying message there was, no matter how bad it got and how dark the days seemed and how hopeless it felt, that there's still hope. And if you do things for the right reasons, good things happen.
Yes, man. Thank you for sharing that with us as well. I appreciate it. The next one is what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that is within your expertise or industry?
That change is possible. I have a process that I use called BREAK, and BREAK, and it's building blocks, roles, rules, expectations and experiences, assumptions, and alignment. And K is kinetic energy, keep it moving. And following and understanding that process and allowing yourself to be exposed to a process of change. Change really is possible.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Business advice. Know what your core goals are, your core values as a person and then as a business. If you know who you are and what you value, then you always have a basis to make decisions upon. You always have something to fall back if you're encountering a new experience that you're uncomfortable with. So really understanding what your core values are as a person and then as a business entity.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Love yourself.
And it probably ties in with the next one then. In your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
Loving yourself.
Yeah.
The first step of happiness is forgiveness. And I think once, forgiveness is the key to happiness. If you can learn how to forgive, then everything else just really falls in place after that.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
The best book I've read. Right now, I probably have to say The Prosperous Coach. And it was really about building relationships with people and investing time without seeking a financial return, but really investing time into people, building value in what it is you do in your service, and really strengthen relationships.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
I have two. Well, one, from a relationship, friends forgive, lovers don't. I think in all relationships, friendship is key. Friends forgive, lovers don't. And then the other one is a life with no options is no life at all. So always look around and try to create options. And in my opinion, options are at least 3 choices. Otherwise, you just have to make a decision.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for coming on again. We appreciate it. And the last question I have for you before we do let you go is where is the best place for people to find you online?
You can find me at ivanhunt.com. You can email me at coach@ivanhunt.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, so LinkedIn, and under the same name, Ivan Hunt. So I'm pretty easy to find. But those are the 2 best ways.
Perfect, man. Thank you again, and we'll talk with you soon.
I appreciate you, Tyler, and thank you for having me on your show.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.